Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Trump addresses drug smuggling with visit to Florida Keys. President Donald Trump was in Key West, Florida yesterday. President Donald Trump rode past Morrow County supporters who helped him win Florida, except in Key West, where they didn't. At the Naval Air Station, Key West, the president thanked the Joint Interagency Task Force for its anti-drug smuggling efforts. He also made some impromptu comments, including, "Drugs are flowing into the country. We have to have the wall, and human trafficking is worse than ever," according to those inside the event. Officers from all over South Florida were called to presidential escort duty. Rep. Carlos, a Miami Republican, accompanied the president on the trip to the Keys. Carlos said he was able to use the time with the president to advance issues important to him and his district. Many in this left-leaning city and right-leaning county set aside partnership for the few seconds they had to greet the president. Trump's brief in and out visit makes him the 10th sitting U.S. president to visit the southernmost city, though most did so for longer than an hour. And now let's take a listen to the video from Local 10 ABC News.
Ten violations, the worst inspection we've seen in a long time. It is information they don't want you to know. Want to say anything about your roach issue?
This chick right here don't have roaches.
The locations, the violations you need to be aware of. I'm Jeff Weins here. Watch our dirty dining reports. Roaches, there were food out of temperature. No other station in South Florida looking out for you and your family. We are Local 10 News.
And stay in the sun with a little photo op. There you go. And back now to President Trump, who made a stop today in the Florida Keys.
And the president is finding lots of support in the Conch Republic. Local 10 News reporter Glenna Milberg is live in Key West for us. Glenna.
Lori Nicole, this is a town used to a little craziness, and the president was just another spectacle. For a very short time, this was a quickie trip, but it did take its place in Keys presidential history.
Go Trump, 2020. Woo, Trump. God bless Trump.
President Trump rode past Monroe County supporters who helped him win Florida, except in Key West, where they didn't.
We're going to secede from the Union when the president goes by.
I hope you saw the crowds in Key West.
At the Naval Air Station, the president thanked the Joint Interagency Task Force for its anti-drug smuggling efforts, made impromptu comments. Drugs are flowing into the country, and we have to have a wall, and human trafficking is worse than ever, according to those inside. And outside, officers from all over South Florida were called to presidential escort duty.
I'm not a Trump supporter, but just seeing him is so unreal.
The president's brief in and out makes him the 10th sitting U.S. president to visit the southernmost city, though most for longer than an hour.
I love Donald Trump.
I would have shown up at 6 a.m.
When we found out, we're like, we got to go see this. This is like history being made.
Support the commander-in-chief.
no matter who it is.
Many in this left-leaning city and right-leaning county set aside partisanship for the few seconds they had to greet an American president.
Talked to my grandma yesterday, and she said that she had met 5 different presidents, no matter who she voted for, and I was inspired to keep the tradition going.
No presidential trip is ever really free of politics. Today, also, traveling with the president was this district's congressman, GOP's Carlos Curbelo, who often breaks with the president on different things, and he tells us aboard Air Force One, he was able to get the president's ear a little bit, talked about sea level rise, talked about dreamers, and so we'll see where that goes. P.S. The president is back in Palm Beach tonight at Mar-a-Lago. I'm Glenna Milberg, live in Key West tonight, Local 10 News.
A busy travel day for the president. Thank you, Glenna.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll be back with more news reports tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Bye.